The Great Houdini will now attempt the Great Stick in the Hole trick. When the Great Houdini plunges the stick through the hole, it penetrates completely through the volunteer. We will need another fearless volunteer.
Boy, not me.
I think I fit the description.
Did we already play this?
No. We played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the
SNES. Turtles in Time, I think,
No,
was it?
we didn't play Turtles in Time.
No, it was NES one.
We played two
Manhattan Project.
We played Manhattan Project, and we played the regular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the NES. This is our we have 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Too many turtles. Just way too many turtles for, like, 2 Canadians to handle.
And not enough time.
Yeah.
Did you just reveal that we're Canadian, you shit? You just dated the channel.
Didn't we talk about that before?
Yeah, but it's alluded to. It's not...
Yeah, well... Didn't you say in a comment before that we're from Nova Scotia?
Now you're saying that? Jeez, there's no stopping you.
Nova Scotland. Anyway, this is... Wait, how do I get out?
How do I get out? How do I get out? I'm not good at turtles. I'm not good at these Turtles games. How do I stop?
Whatever, let's go to... Oh yeah, this looks turtley.
Little
anyway.
cottage in the tree.
Yeah.
Like a turtle's natural environment. Ah, to simulate their habitat.
Well, a teenage ninja turtle.
Oh.
That's... Well, anyway, yeah, we played basically the same thing, but less sepia tone. Stage select in the configuration.
What?
What?
Is that difficulty, maybe? And they called it something weird?
Player select, who do you want?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo, yeah. He's...
Would you pick anything else?
Yeah, he made David. So
yeah, I don't know what...
He's the best of the best.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is pretty crap.
What is 90s rock? That's
what?
Every sign's just like 90s rock or something. I don't know what something.
I don't like 90s rock. I'm gonna stay away from that station.
Maybe it's K9 OS rock or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
this is explicitly junk right off the bat.
Yep.
Like, this is way less tight than, like, the Manhattan Project and Turtles in Time and all that stuff.
Definitely not as good as Turtles in Time.
Even the NES one, it's, like, it's slower than that. Maybe it's slow because the, graphics are detailed and it's meant to be played on a Game Boy screen.
This is the main problem I had with a lot of Game Boy games back then. Was that, for some reason, they always had to make the character huge. Like, they always take up so much of the screen. That's why I can't play Metroid 2.
Oh,
Samus just takes up, like, way, way too much of the screen. Like, easily 10% of the viewing area is Samus in Metroid 2.
But, like, what...
Same thing with Shantae.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
What?
Make them tiny.
The screen is so terrible in that console.
I know.
You just can't see shit.
I know, it's
Period.
horrible.
Like, you need something, like, with hyper simple graphics like Pokemon, or some with extremely slow movement like this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, you just can't see shit coming.
Well, you just can't display it.
Yeah.
Like, I wish Metroid 2 just sufficed to have a lot worse graphics than it does now, just so it could be, like, playable more. Like, so you could see more shit. Like, it's a Metroid game. It's like you're exploring mazes. Like, it's weird when it's zoomed right in.
Yeah.
Just, if you want to know what I'm talking about and you don't have Metroid 2, just turn on Super Metroid and stand with your face right in front of the Samus sprite and try to play.
Yeah.
That's what it's like for me to play Metroid 2.
Cover, like, do this right now. Pause the video, cover most of your monitor with tape, and like open a emulator on full screen.
Yeah.
Do it right now. Oh, friggin' hell.
Just imagine if you were like a Game Boy side-scrolling character, and you could only see like 2 times your height ahead of you. Right? So I'm 6 feet tall. I would only be able to see 12 feet ahead of me or behind me.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It would just be black.
Folks were tougher back then.
Yep, they were tougher on the Game Boy. They didn't know what was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Just jumping right out of nowhere.
Hey, that's why in Pokemon people can't see you when you're not on screen. Because they, like, if you can't see them, they can't see you.
That's right. You gotta be right in front of them.
It's just the logic of the world. Yeah. God, the bike guys are shit. He was captured.
Michelangelo was captured.
Oh, it's gonna make me
all
pay.
One word.
It's gonna make me play another one.
Michelangelo was captured. Michelangelo.
Guy, come on. Let me go. Yeah, the start button on this controller is all sticky, like they usually get on SNES controllers. But
I have like one SNES controller that's perfect, and I won't use it.
I think
it crashed. Of it going bad.
I think it crashed.
Hit reset on the SNES. The SNES.
SNES.
I usually try not to call it the SNES. I like SNES.
Licensed
better.
by Surge Licensing Inc. Oh.
Oh. This game's horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't even work right. Okay, Super Game Boy. I'm liking it.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, licensing it. The commas like on the line below it because it can't fit in. I like that.
No, you gotta take them out.
Oh, I gotta adjust that little cart inside a cart. Yeah, we were joking about how using the Super Game Boy like doubles the chances of failure because you're dealing with 2 cartridges at once.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like, literally. Like, we just spent forever trying to get 110 or whatever games in one cartridge that we had for the Game Boy working.
That's so depressing.
We couldn't get it working. We have a Game Boy cartridge here, 110 games in one, and it's pirated. We can't play it.
It's not every day you run into one of those things.
No.
And, like, I'm sure as hell not ordering one from the internet, because that's not even, like... If you're a collector and you want to collect every pirated cartridge, then you're just a masochist. Because that's just...
It's not possible.
No.
So here's Snoopy Magic Show.
What are you talking about? This is Ninja Turtles.
I bought this at a flea market, and the title, like the art on front of the cartridge was scratched off, and they didn't know what it was. So when I bought it for $1, I was getting a mystery game. I never found out what it was till I got home.
I don't know what it is right now.
And I'm playing it, I don't know what it is.
What even... I can't press any buttons. Oh, I gotta get the wood stalks.
How is this a magic show?
I'm making them disappear with my body.
Oh, now you see them, now you don't.
Yeah. Can I have one volunteer from the audience, please?
Imagine for me...
I will push my body into your body.
If you will, an ocean. Now imagine that I'm in that ocean. Now I want you to imagine that there's a magic trick. Thank you.
What?
That's it.
That's stupid bullshit.
Well, that's a good magician doesn't reveal his tricks.
I mean... This is like Chip Challenge, but shit.
Chip challenge, but not challenging.
No.
There's nothing here to challenge you in general.
There is no challenge. I've made more coherent games than Game Maker.
This looks like a Game Maker game.
Yeah.
It's got those, see those bricks there? That's exactly like a default Game Maker brick sprite thing.
I guess this stage is... This is one of those stupid Flash type games where the core concept is so simple that they can make 2,000 levels and have them progress so slowly that they introduce everything from like moving to pushing blocks in a full level.
It's like Robotron.
Yeah.
7 million Robotron levels, and they're all just kind of the same.
What do I do?
I think all those like Flash style games that are popular now on app stores were all foreshadowed way back when. Really, if you look at it. All those games were already made and sucked because people knew better.
Yeah.
Because they were going to pay money for this cartridge and wanted to get like content. And they would have turned it off like, this game's terrible. But now you don't have that problem. The developers can just make anything.
Oh, now they're teaching me that I can press A to destroy this type of block.
Yep. Well, it's better than having a big text bubble come up saying to do it.
I guess so.
So it's a little bit more
But,
fluid.
like, they could at least include a couple of these concepts in one level, instead of, like, doing it step by step, just to fluff out the game. So that's what they're doing.
I hope it doesn't end up feeling like one of those games where, you're still learning basic concepts to the game way into it. Like, Mario Galaxy 1 had that problem. For the first time I played that game, I just got this weird feeling that it was introducing way too many concepts after way too long a period, and it wasn't letting them sink in. It felt like every stage had a brand new concept, and I was just starting to get bored because I wasn't getting the feel for what the game was. Or like Final Fantasy 13. It'll take like 30 hours before it finally takes the control like into your hands.
Yeah.
Like it finally takes the reins off at 20 hours into it.
Is Final Fantasy 13 really even that complex anyway?
Not really. They just, they're a Japanese developer, and they have this weird idea that they can't let the player do anything on their own, because everyone's stupid in Japan, I guess. There you go, there's a comment for you. Well,
this is weird.
That's what they seem to be telling me with these games.
2 balls is too much for this game. Like, the stage with 2 balls and the transitioning blocks makes it lag.
Like, there's such, especially for the Japanese, like, otaku RPG crowd, there's such a, like, they're just so adamant against change, it's shocking. So that when they wanted to make 13, and they, like, really obviously wanted to make something different with 13, they couldn't really do it without easing you into it for literally 24 hours.
Literally 24 hours.
Something like that. I think it was 24 hours
well, that's
me
what
before
people
I could...
say. Yeah,
I think
20 hours in,
it was
good.
about 24 or 25 hours before I was allowed to pick who was in my party. And that was the last thing before they let me do whatever I want. It was good once I could do what I wanted. That's why I did every, like, monster hunting mission. Every side mission once I was finally allowed to do what I wanted. It was just felt so good to finally do what I wanted to do.
You earned it.
I did.
Yeah. You earned that gameplay. This is so Chip's challenge, it's not even funny.
Like, I would recommend 13 to people who are trying to learn how to develop games to see what not to do.
Whoa, shit.
Maybe to see how not to do a tutorial would be a good 13, like Final Fantasy 13 is a learning tool for these people. How you shouldn't make a game.
Yeah.
Like, literally going on 30 hours into it, still having the battle pause to show you a new concept, in case you didn't learn it.
Come on, there we go. Yeah. You know, I was testing out that pirate cartridge we were going to play before I came here, and it has a game that's kind of like this, except it's pirate only. Like, it was released for a the Game Fuck or something. I don't know, it was some pirate Game Boy, and it was ported to Game Boy, so it's on all these multi-cards. Ashens actually brings up at one point on one of his videos, but yeah, it was kind of like this. It's just a block pushing puzzle thing with dodge 'em ups and teleporters and.
Look at the Snoopy's like side sprite. Looks like he's dropping his nose.
No.
Looks like his nose is gonna fall off.
I know.
Like he's trying. Whoa, my nose is gone. Whoa, it's drooping off.
Trying to like they're trying to make a Snoopy into like a 16 by 16 sprite without making him look like Brian.
In like 1994.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Brian Griffin from the
from the soon-to-be Family Guy show.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Family Guy comic that was the whole thing's based on. Oh shit.
You ever watch Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. I
I
hate
know, it's a little well I find it's chill. Like it's not really
It's not really good, it's just chill.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can just watch it and yeah.
It's simple, easy going for the whole family, you know?
Like Garfield.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Except
have to
Garfield Garfield tries to be funny. And the animated stuff is better than the comic apparently, so
laugh.
it's the opposite with
I think
Peanuts.
I watched Charlie Brown and it's reeking of the Blondie syndrome, where when it came out, it just happened to come out in a time.
Astounding.
It happened to come out in a time where there was almost nothing else to watch, so it has built-in nostalgia factor,
Yeah,
and people were just happy to be watching something.
it's kind of how it is. Yeah.
Like that's what happened with Blondie. Probably Archie too. It's goddamn Archie comics. I couldn't understand what the hell I was reading.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was something supposed to happen?
Archie's still going.
I was reading that shit.
It's still going strong.
And I was just like, I was reading those, the Archie comics, and I was just like, what's supposed to happen with these characters? Like, what? Where's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Where's the arc?
where's the conflict or anything?
Like, who's making this shit up? It's just like, it has to be rehashing itself by
Yep.
now. There's no
Actually-
way it can be original now.
Actually, I saw a thread on CEO talking about Archie, and someone was just saying, what's the deal with it? Like, why is it still going? And like somebody basically said, because it's chill. It's a simple thing for the whole family that anyone can relate to.
It's amazing that there's people that will buy things because they're chill. Like, it's like it's they don't want to have excitement. I'm not buying this for excitement. I'm buying it for chill.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
I just want my time to be taken up.
Okay, I just want to expend some time.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. That's like this game. Just spending time. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Just wasting
Like
time.
I'm moving, I'm doing stuff, I'm being challenged. What else do you want? It's a video game.
I don't know. You really helped
It's
me
kinda-
put things
it's
into
kinda
perspective here.
It's kind of symbolic of Peanuts, you know?
Yeah.
Just, you know, here's
Turn your
you want
brain off.
entertainment?
Turn your
here
brain
you go.
off, go in, and just... I love reviews like that. That's how I know if a review is shit.
Yeah.
When the reviewer says, turn your brain off. I just want... That's the point where I close the webpage. That's the point where I close my browser. When I... You know, sometimes if you just want a popcorn movie, just turn your brain off, go in, and it's just endorsing intellectual disease.
Yeah,
Is what
but
that's doing. Intellectual
it's
poison.
It's too simple, like that statement. Like there are good action movies, like Pacific Rim and RoboCop and that kind of stuff, where it's good for a reason. I mean, it's not like you can just replace it with some Michael Bay thing and people will like it the same way. And you have to look at that, why it's good, why you like it, even if it's stupid.
Like, I mean, with these Transformers movies, you really have to turn your brain off. Not only do you have to turn your brain off in a logical sense,
Yeah.
you need to turn your brain off. You need to turn the zone of your brain that determines whether or not something's good off.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much you have to turn your brain off. You have to
Exactly.
turn your brain off. Just basically leave on what makes you breathe.
That's
all you need to leave on your brain to watch these movies.
You gotta remove that part of your brain that just speaks to you and says, "Do I really like this?" Like,
What kind of an endorsement for a film is that by a reviewer? Turn off the section of your brain that tries to consider whether or not you like it, and you'll like it.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess that's why people like Charlie Brown and Blondie and Archie, they learned a long time ago to turn off the mental faculty they had for deciding whether or not they liked it, and just read it.
Man, I did like that arc where, shit. I did like that arc though, where I still have 6 lives. Snoopy just
Whoa.
walked around a maze and
He's not a
dodged
cat.
and dodged
dog.
1 ball.
A dog has 1 life. And then they go to heaven. Just like in that movie.
Yeah, I like that part where Snoopy just dodged a ball in a room. 1 ball,
My
sometimes
favorite
2.
episode.
Yeah.
My favorite episode where it's just like Charlie Brown was going to hit that football for the 14 millionth time, and then that girl character pulled it away, but then the football went flying and went into a maze with Snoopy. And this is what ensued. Look, it looks like they're footballs.
Yeah. And Charlie's calling him over the radio. He's like, Snoopy, the ball won't stop bouncing. It won't stop bouncing. It's like,
Snoopy, did you get the access codes yet? Snoopy, get the cover. Snoopy.
Snoopy.
Come in, Snoopy.
Press R to go behind cover. Ugh! I shouldn't have done... Man. Some good Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm. Played Ninja Turtles for like a microsecond.
Why is there 4 Woodstocks? Why am I getting 4 Woods... Like, what? What's the explanation for this? Ah, how do I even deal with that shit? Why don't you just come to me?
It's because some dark sage captured all the Woodstocks in one spot and then banished them to the 4 corners of the screen. So Snoopy could find them again and reassemble them and get his wish to get out of the maze.
No, like, the Woodstock, was, split into 4, and, by an ancient mage, and, Snoopy has to stop it.
The 4 corners of the globe. I mean the screen.
Yeah. This is scary. Whoa! Whoa!
This shit's action-packed, yo.
Okay.
Yes.
Got him.
Yeah.
4,000 points. Eat that, bitches.
Oh man, I wish this was like a Donkey Kong thing where the next stage is the last one, and then it goes back to the beginning.
Oh.
Then I'd be like, ugh, I didn't get my money's worth there. I didn't get my dollar's worth.
Fair play for score.
Uh-oh.
This is all we can give you.
I love the original Donkey Kong because you think it's going to keep going and then it just drops off.
I'm loving the learning curve.
Yeah.
Like, the difficulty curve is just...
Are you having a ball, bro?
I don't get it.
You having a ball?
I don't get it.
Are you going around in circles?
I don't get it. I'm doing some pro dodging though.
Mm. Yeah, I used to like when it was okay to, like with that Woodstock bird fellow. I used to like when it was okay to not finish the outline of a character and then just color the zone where their body is and leave the outline not finished. Like, it's not finished, the drawing.
Yeah.
I wish you could do that still. Everyone always just complains if you do that. Like, just maybe see Snoopy, maybe just do like 20% of the drawing and then just splotch some paint down.
Yeah.
They call it Snoopy. Like, that's the way he is. Woodstock.
Yeah.
See how his hair isn't complete?
Yeah, his sprite is actually a much better representation of his character than Snoopy's, and that says something. I must get like 40 lives every 200 points. This is crazy.
I don't know how you're down to 4 now, and you died like 10 times since you were at 6. So something's wrong there.
I know.
Unless you got a really skewed perception of numerics that I'm unaware of. I would like to do that if I could make a Game Boy game like this. I would make it so you couldn't really understand how many lives you had. Like, you'd have 3 lives, and then you'd die, and then the next time you'd have 10 when you came back. And it didn't really follow.
Yeah.
It wasn't linear. Stuff like that. I'd also like to make it, like I mentioned before in another video, I'd like to make it so that if it was a side-scroller and you ducked, you could still get hit by missiles and shit.
Of course.
You could duck, right?
Ducking does nothing.
You could duck, and and it would still look like you could, like, I would make it so there was 2 tiers of projectiles coming at you, one high and one low.
Yeah.
But I would also make it so you couldn't jump over the high one, and you couldn't quite crouch under the low one. So the fact that there's 2 tiers of bullets height-wise coming at you, it makes you think that you can dodge it.
Yeah.
But you can't. Like...
That's how NES games are.
Yes, I love that. Like, why even put... It's like some of these developers thought they could put a crouch in later just to put gameplay there. Mm-hmm. Look, you can crouch. For no reason, but you can crouch. And then, meanwhile, the bullet's still just grazing the top of your head off. Do you ever play that Spider-Man game on the NES? The one where it's set up like Mega Man?
Mega Man?
No, it's Spider-Man on the NES. And you pick, it's like Mega Man, but you pick the
Oh.
Spider-Man villain you want to fight.
No, I know.
Oh, that one's got
I
some
don't think I've
really
seen it.
crazy controls. Like, I think you need to press up. Like, you need to press up and A in midair to shoot your web.
Whoa.
Like, it's like, they tried to make it so you could punch, kick, jump, and shoot your web, all as different buttons, but it's
Yeah.
all controlled by A, B, and up. So A, B, and up becomes all those different things. And it's horribly structured. Like, there's the absolute minimum pixel size in the NES is used for landmine things.
Yeah.
Like, there's these tiny, it's like 1 pixel red landmines against a red background.
Yeah.
And if you hit them, you just die. They're all over the place.
Come on.
Another thing,
Come on.
It's one of those games with a health bar where a health bar where it's like tiered. Like there's little notches in the health bar, and it looks like it's gonna take a certain amount of hits. Like it looks like it'll take 6 hits to die, but really it's not exactly like that because 1 hit will take out, like 1 hit from a normal enemy, right, can take out 1 notch on your health. But,
More than 100. Take it easy.
But
take it easy.
like if you hit a landmine, it could take out 1 and 2.777/8. Like it's not discrete data. It's continuous, but it appears to be discrete on the HUD.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always confusing, like how much health you have left.
Don't go down, you goddamn piece of shit. Okay. Yeah. Look at my points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna max this shit out. Like, I'm still not dead.
Of course not. How could you die? This reminds me of what old people do on Facebook when they play slots.
Yeah.
Like, they play these slots games where you can't lose. Every single screen has a winning combination. Just to make it feel like you're making progress.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what? Really?
yeah.
Oh.
I watch people play these slot games on Facebook, and there's so many possible winning combinations besides straight lines of things lining up that every single roll they make on a slot machine ends up in something winning. And it's always adding to a point bar thing that lets you unlock more slot games. It's like
that's terrible.
It's just a trick. It's making you look like you're doing something. I even seen one, like my dad was playing a slot machine game on Facebook, and there was actually one where if you got enough points, you could unlock auto roll, where you could take your hands off it and it would just play forever itself.
Wow. That's casual.
Oh yeah.
That is the most casual thing I've ever heard of.
Imagine if you could go to a casino and play a slot machine that wouldn't give out real money, and after a while you could unlock the ability to have it use itself. Like, just watch it roll forever.
No! Come on! Ah, there we go.
I see people play those games, and I've oftentimes suggested the idea to them that I could make them a game where I take the possibility of getting like 4 sevens. So I'm going to take the amount of possible sevens out of 1 cylinder of slots, right? So there's like 6 cylinders. So that's 1 6 times 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 1 6, providing there's 6 options on one of the slots, right?
Ooh.
And then just make it so that
this is nasty.
you need to press a button, and every time you press the button, there's that chance that whatever that fraction works out to be, there's that chance that the square can turn black. And I told him that should be just as fun for you.
Yeah.
It should be just as fun. It's the same game. Like, all you're doing is pressing a button. Like, it doesn't matter what happens in the game. If you're just pressing a button, it's the same. Effectively, if you could play this game with just one button press and random things would happen, I should in fact be able to make a game where you press a button and there's a 1 in 200 chance of a square turning gold. And it should be just as fun. But yet you're visually stimulated by images of Snoopy and Woodstock. And that's really what the game is. Like a sensory... Just like you're just getting a theater for the mind with Snoopy.
I am stimulated by Snoopy and Woodstock.
There you go.
That's for sure. Oh. Whoa, what are they asking of me? What are they... This is getting convoluted. What are they at? Oh, crap.
What blocks can you move and what ones can't you?
It doesn't tell you. It's like that, yeah. That's the puzzle of it all. And this invincibility, like, lasts no time. It lasts a negative time. And some blocks you can push, like, in one direction, but not in any others. Oh.
That's the gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what makes the, like, dodging 2 balls in a grid tense. You gotta make it tense, because it's not a video game if you don't. Oh. I just want to lose now. This is terrible. But not as bad as that Ninja Turtles game. Let's remember that.
At least you can see what's happening here.
Yeah.
Because they decided for once to make a good decision and made the sprite small. Like, imagine if this sprite was as detailed and the same size as Michelangelo in that Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah.
You'd only be able to see about 4 squares in front of him.
Oh my god. You'd be able to... No, you'd be able to see 9 squares. And they'd all have, like, these hyper-detailed brick textures, and you'd have, like, this hyper-detailed, realistic human face on Snoopy's nose.
It's usually twice the height of the sprite, right? So, if Snoopy took up 2 sprites tall, he could only see 4 sprites ahead of him. Oh, man. I would hate that.
Yeah.
That's why I can't really get into Shantae on the Game Boy. Shantae is just too goddamn big. Can't really just explore it, really. It feels like I'm exploring a few steps ahead of me at all times. I'm not exploring a world. I'm exploring my general vicinity. Because I can't... It's not, the viewing area is just so limited because of the hardware. But I definitely like what they were trying to do with that game.
Can I continue right from the... Yes, I can.
Oh my god, how many continues do you have?
This is like phone game casual.
Oh my god, this is a phone game. You shithead, this is a phone game. Oh no.
Well... my camera's running out of batteries.
As is your phone.
I'm gonna reset. This is retarded. Okay, United Feature Syndicate. This was created by a syndicate.
Who's that other guy? What? Is there another dog?
That's Ding Williker.
Ding Williker.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he's Snoopy's like bro of some sort, and I guess he's the second player. No options.
Good thing there isn't 2 people here to play this.
Password. Let's try a random password and see if it works.
There's only like 4 digits, so
yeah,
something should work eventually.
Okay,
yeah, 7143, my birthday.
That didn't work. Let's start from the top. Now I know I can get rid of these things.
What are you doing? Just eating them?
It's got replay value.
You're just digging them out and something burying them?
I guess they're dirt, and I'm digging them.
Oh.
I'm digging them with my dog powers.
Yeah,
which is digging and smelling, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we've got got more entertainment out of this than it deserves.